Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right, got a spicy video for you today, man. It's been a very interesting 24 hours regarding some GTA 6 information. First up in today's video, apparently an 80s band has got some issue with Rockstar trying to lowball them for one of their songs they put out 40 years ago. We'll talk about that here in just a second. And then the second story in this video, major controversy over the release date of GTA 6 being delayed until 2026. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it, man. First up, okay, so apparently Martin Ware, co-founder of the band Heaven 17, he says that he was recently contacted by my publishers on behalf of Rockstar Games for the possibility of using Temptation, as that's their song in question, in the new Grand Theft Auto 6 game. He said, naturally, I was excited about this immense wealth that was about to head my way. I scrolled to the bottom of the email to check out the offer, and he says it was $7,500 for a buyout of any future royalties from the game forever. He goes on to state that, to put this into context, Grand Theft Auto 6, but he meant 5, grossed, wait for it, $8.6 billion. That's true. He goes on to say, but the exposure. Then he ends by saying, Rockstar, you can go yourself, okay? Wow, bold right there, very bold. Now, at first, I was on this guy's side. I'm on the side of any producer of music or any kind of creative content that, doesn't get a fair, payout for their work. Now, I'm not saying that this guy deserves millions of dollars. That's just ridiculous. But a company like Rockstar can absolutely pay the fair going rate. And they have in the past with, the Nico character have definitely lowballed and kind of, didn't really go along with the industry standard in terms of payouts. All right. But, it's all contractually, based, and people sign contracts. It is what it is. A lot of people were jumping on this guy's case and they're like, dude, for the exposure alone, it's worth it. And I agree. While exposure is important, it's not everything, okay? And exposure doesn't pay the bills, not always. I have firsthand experience with this. I'm sure a lot of people do, especially those who create content. So you do need that, cash on hand. You need that paycheck. The exposure is great. Absolutely, definitely. And I get it. It's a band that nobody's really heard of. No offense to them or anything. I haven't heard of them. Me personally, it's an 80s band. It's not really my genre. So that would definitely help out. But as you see there, apparently, it wasn't just $7,500. It was $7,500 to each one of the producers, which brings the total to closer to $25,000 for this. So what this Martin guy did was kind of shitty. I mean, he kind of tried to mislead and manipulate his side of the argument here. And yeah, you can't really do that, man, and expect people to take your side. And then, yeah, you've probably burned one of the biggest bridges possibly. I mean, that's you fumbled the bag right there, definitely. So let me know what you guys think about that. But the big story for the past 24 hours is this right here. GTA 6 getting delayed, rumors and speculation. It all starts with this tweet right here from Leon. He goes on to say, exclusive, GTA 6 has been internally delayed by Rockstar Games, and they're already decided on the early to mid 2026 release window. PC is planned for around 12 to 18 months after the console launch. And this information comes from multiple devs across 2 studios. Now, this is major. This is shocking because just a few weeks ago, with Rockstar's last earnings report card, Take-Two's last earnings reports, Rockstar was on track for a holiday season 2025 release for GTA 6. Right? And in just a couple of days, we're going to be, going through the 11-year anniversary of GTA 5. Okay. Now, Twitter and the internet went wild with this. Okay. Now, Liam also invoked Jason Schreier in his one of his tweets that I believe has since now deleted. And he says that, I'm talking to Jason and, he can confirm this. I'm summarizing it, briefly. If you don't know, Jason Schreier is a reputable source in the video game industry for this information. Him amongst a few other people, including this Liam person, right? But Jason goes on to say, he says, I have never said anything about commenting on this tomorrow or at all. He says, way too many people interpreting this as Jason says there's no delay when all I said is that I never said anything about commenting on it. That's very strange to say, right? A few people ask him some questions. They say, so is it most likely not true that GTA 6 has been moved? Is it still planned for autumn 2025? And Jason says, I'm not confirming or denying anything. I'm taking my kids to the playground. Another person asks, so it's not true? And Jason replies, I don't know. It's Sunday. I'm just trying to watch football. If I have something to report, I'll report it. And then fast forward to today. And then Jason says, the internet and my DMs blew up this weekend over a rumor that GTA 6 is delayed. Good news is that 6 Rockstar employees all told me they have not heard of any delay. Bad news? It's a big, ambitious game and could very well slip. Too much time left to say anything definitive. And it goes on to reply, I want to be very clear. 6 staff told me they weren't informed, by quotation marks, informed of a delay. For all I know, Rockstar's executive team could have decided months ago to delay GTA 6 without telling the company. But the lack of internal announcement suggests that the Twitter rumor was nonsense. Again, the wording of all this is very strange, all right? Let's go ahead and talk about a few more people that had to chime in on this. Michael, Legacy Killer HD, he says, unless the original source has some high up source at Rockstar, this isn't really adding up. We'll see what happens. For what it's worth, I haven't heard of anything either. But most devs are left in the dark with stuff like this. 2026 still is very much on the table, but no indication yet. And then Tom Henderson replies to that. He says, I have no idea, but after looking at what went down, it seems pretty straightforward that there isn't a delay, quotation mark, at the moment. No one will comment because it can change in a heartbeat, and no one wants an egg on their face and give credit to someone who could have lied, been misled, or passed off an educated guess as a leak, as it could have bigger implications down the road. And then Rockstar Universe comes out and says, I've spoken to a couple of devs who shall not be named for obvious reasons, who are unaware of a delay. Jason Schreier also responded back to me and said he didn't know either. There's nothing to support the claims at present, but nonetheless, the game will still likely get delayed further down the line. Let's face it, Rockstar always delays their game. And he goes on to say, I think it is likely there will be a delay for the down the line. Rockstar are notorious for delays, but right at this moment, I can't see any indication of one. So it's very strange how all this is breaking out. The original leaker or person, Liam talking about this, gets shit on for being wrong, but then all the people that are kind of like saying, no, this isn't true, are saying, yeah, it's more than likely true. It's very weird. It's a very strange thing. It's like everyone's kind of like covering themselves. They're, white knighting the whole fact that, it hasn't been said by Rockstar, so how dare you say anything about it, right? I mean, and rightfully so, that could be the case. But then they also say they're kind of like covering themselves. It actually could happen though, right? And again, rightfully so, because, Rockstar has not said anything, but we know from years of being involved in this community, a lot of leaks that get leaked, there's a lot of them that are obviously not true, but there is a good amount that do end up being true, right? That actually end up being, what they are. So it's just very interesting, very strange. Now, about 5-6 months ago, I made a video talking about this exact thing. Rumors were swirling around back then that GTA 6 could be delayed until 2026. And I was saying, man, that's a very strong possibility, because Rockstar does delay. This is a major epic game and they want to get it right. And I mean, I would rather them delay it, 6 months to a year in order to ensure the biggest game of the century, the most anticipated release probably ever, right, is done right. Because we've had way too many examples of games, AAA studios dropping games out and they're just not finished, and it hurts the brand, it hurts the devs, and most importantly, it hurts the gamer, the consumer. That we're paying full price for a piece of content and that content's not complete. So that is very frustrating. And from the rumors that I had, reported on earlier, about 5-6 months ago in that previous video, what they would do is, for a lot of the stuff that they wanted to put in the game day one, they will just take that out and make that DLC content, which is understandable, right? So this very interesting past couple of days with this GTA 6 controversy here. I wanted to know where you guys were at this. I asked a poll, just a very, quick, it's only been about a day. I said GTA 6 release when? 2025, 2026. And I checked it again just before I started adding commentary to this, and the numbers are about the same. 60% of people say 2026, or 40% say 2025. Now, that is after this information dropped, and it is before the information was kind of cleared up, but I still feel like that is a strong possibility. These numbers are probably, pretty representative of, what is happening right now. So, man, this is interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Wanted to make this video, kind of give you guys an idea what's going on. I'm sure you've probably seen and heard your, YouTubers talking about this. So that's what's going on with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. 2025 or 2026? When do you think GTA 6 is getting released? And do you think about 25 grand is okay to get your song put in the GTA 6? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for the Ills and Reels content in the game. Smash that like button. See you guys in the next video. All right. Peace out. Yeah.